Dini Shakti. Okay, where's the daughter?
She's at home. She's yoga.
Okay.
Probably gonna come tomorrow. She wants to come tomorrow.
Okay. Can I ask? Can I ask?
What?
Anagamoy. Where is he? I would not. Huh?
He went to Oregon.
He's in Oregon?
Yeah.
The funny thing, I didn't recognize. I'm bad. But I rang his number and it's not going, it's disconnected, right? Okay. Because I was thinking, yeah, Ranga. Okay, alright. Don't mind me being sorry.
Hey, you gotta catch up. You haven't been here in a while.
I haven't been here in a while, yeah. So, you know, last time we were speaking with Duke and Dambini, and I was going to continue. That's still coming.
The next 5 years from now.
That's still coming. No, I kind of went off the track a bit, to be quite honest with you. I went off the track a little bit. So, now, just Radhasami's just passed. I mean, I didn't go too far off the track. A little bit off the track. Just a little bit, you know? I mean, I'm kind of hard on myself, you know? So, yeah, not so bad. But bad enough.
You went down from 3 lakhs to 2 lakhs.
My nam, you know what? The day I can chant 3 lakhs, fixed rounds, oh man, that was so good. Oh.
You have to stay in one place.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the conditions. My problem is conditions. I don't have the conditions. But anyway, that's another story. So, because we just gone past Radha Tattva, Radhastami, so I'm going to speak Radha Tattva. Okay? All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I'm going to come back to maybe you can Dandini though. Definitely. Travel with it. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Vanchakalpaturubhyascha Kripa Sindhvevacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my most respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my Diksha Guru, Om Vishnupad Asto Tarasata Shishmad Shila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj. Again, I offer my most respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my sannyas and Shiksha Guru, Om Vishnupad Asto Tarasata Shishmad Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And I offer again my most respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my Param Guru Devs, Nitya Lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad. Asto Tarasata Shishma Shila Bhaktivinoda Swami Shila Prabhupada, Nitya Lila, Pravishtam Vishnupad, Asto Tarasata Shishma Shila Bhakti Bhakti Keshava Smaraj. Offer my most respectful obeisances unto all Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. So, we know you've been chanting for some time, or it's new for you?
I've been chatting with it for the last,
You've been hearing the philosophy a little bit?
for the last 8 months. I've been
8 months. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit deeper. Okay? A little bit deeper. But just try and catch something. I don't know that I will make it so easy. Mostly we have devotees who have been hearing for some time. So please forgive me if it becomes a little bit difficult. So Krishna, he says he's quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prem rasniyas kurite ashwadan ragma bhakti loke kurite pracharan rasik sheka Krishna paramakarum edui hetu hoite icha ukama. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he's stating that Krishna, he wants to taste Prem Ras Niyas. So our topic will be about this, Prem Ras Niyas. Today I will have a little bit of introduction into that, and then tomorrow we'll discuss solely Prem Ras Niyas. What is Prem Ras Niyas? That the Prem Ras, the essence of Prem, that which is within the heart of Srimati Radhika, which Krishna, he's trying to understand, and though he's Prem Ras Niyas Kurite Ashwadan, he's trying to taste. And he's Rasik Shekha. He's connoisseur of Ras. He's Rasa Vaisaha. He's ocean of Ras. He's Purna Tattva. He's full of all Tattva. He's a Dvayagyan Paratattva. And he's Purnananda. He's full of all Ananda. He's full of all bliss. But though he's Ashamodva Tattva, there's nobody equal to or greater than him. But when it comes to Prem Ras Niyas, which means the essence of that Prem which is within the heart of Srimati Radhika, then he cannot understand. He becomes defeated. Prem Ras Niyas Kurite Ashwadan Ragmat Bhakti Loke Kurite Pracharan Rasik Shekha Krishna Paramakarum E Dui Hetu Hoite Ukama. So first, who is Radha? And then we'll come to the Prem Ras Niyas. So Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami, he's explained Radha Krishna Pranay Vrikriti Ladini Shakti Asmat Ekatmana Api Bhuvi Param Deham Vitam To. That Radharani Krishna Pranay Vrikriti, that she is Pranay, this is love. That Pranay, that love which is within the heart of Krishna, Vikriti, transformation. That Pranay is known as Ladini Shakti Asmat. That Krishna, his Swarup Shakti is Sandini, Samvit, and Ladini. That the predominant deity of Sandini Shakti is Shri Baladev. Of Samvit Shakti, Krishna himself. And Ladini, Srimati Radharani. Radha, Krishna, Pranay, Vikriti, Ladini Shakti Asmat. So that Ladini Shakti, that is within the heart of Srimati Radha, of Krishna. And Ladini Shakti, it manifests as Murt and Amurt. Murt means with form, and Amurt without form. So when that Ladini Shakti is there within the heart of Krishna, then this is Amurt feature. And when the Ladini Shakti manifests as Kishori, Srimati Radhika, that is Murt. So Gurudev, he explains that Krishna, he is on the bank of Yamuna, Vamsi Bhat, and he is desiring vilas. He is desiring transcendental pleasure. And then his Ladini Shakti that is present to fulfill all the desires of Krishna then manifests as a very beautiful Kishori, and that Kishori, with great love, anurag, and running, Davati, and calling Krishna, 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 O Sham, O Sham, O Sham. So that personality with anurag, who is running and crying, Radha, Anurag Davati, Radha, she's Anayu Radhato Nunam, Bhagavan Hari Ishvara. She is the topmost in giving pleasure to Krishna. That her Ladini Shakti is manifest in fulfilling all of Krishna's desire. So whatever desire that Krishna has in Prem Vilas, then that is fulfilled by Srimati Radhika. That Srimati Radhika is explained Ladini sa Prem, Prem sa Bhav, Bhavira Paramakashta Nam Mahabhav, Mahabhav Swarup Shri Radha Thakurani, Sarva Gun Kani Krishna Kanta Shiromani. Ladini Sa Prem. That Ladini Shakti, the essence is Prem. And whatever Prem that we see, the Prem of the associates of Srimati Radhika, the Prem of the cowherd men, Vrishabhanu Maharaj, Kirtida Sundari, Mother Yashoda, all this Prem, Vatsalya Prem, Sakya Prem, Vaikuntha Prem, Dwarka Prem, all of this is meant to give pleasure to Krishna. And all this Prem is coming from Srimati Radhika. So, Ladini Sa Prem, Prem Sa Bhav. That the essence, that what is Prem? So before we discuss what is Prem, then the minute aspect of Prem which comes into this world is called? The Jiva? Something else? The minute aspect of Prem. Thank you. Shraddha is Shraddha. Ado Shraddha. So that Shraddha, which is coming from Srimati Radhika, through her associates, through Guru Jan, then it comes into the heart of that fortunate Jeev. Brahmanda Brahmite Kon Bhagavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasadivai Bhakti Lata Bij. One receives the seed of devotion, Shraddha. So this Shraddha, this means faith. Ado Shraddha. So by this faith, one who has this faith, it means that they've done previously some sadhu sangha. Because without sadhu sangha, then one cannot really have Shraddha. Bhaktis tu Bhagavad Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. That bhakti is coming by association of Bhagavad Bhaktas. So, Shraddha in Chaitanya Charitamrita is described Shraddha Vishve Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kahe Sudidanis Choy Krishna Bhakti Kole Sava Kama Krito Hai. Shraddha Shabde, the word Shraddha Shabde Vishwas Kahe, that one has a very strong determination. Sudidanis Choy Krishna Bhakti Kole Sava Kama Krito Hai. That just by taking shelter of bhakti, that there's nothing else to be done. Actually, in the beginning stage, when one is Kanishta, then the Shraddha that we have is what really? Komla Shraddha. It is like Shraddha Bas. Yaha Komla Shraddha Se Kanistijan. Krame Krame Tenu Bhakta Hoibe Uttama. That beginning, the Shraddha is weak. That according to our association situations, then we may be turning towards Krishna or turning towards the material energy. So that Shraddha has to be strengthened. Ado Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha. So then Sadhu Sangha is most important. This Sadhu Sangha, you have different levels of sadhu. But really, the sadhu sangha for the fortunate jeev is when they do sadhu sangha with that Vaishnava who ultimately is coming from Braj, coming into this world. One who's very fortunate, has strong sukriti, then they can get that type of sadhu sangha. Because such devotees, they're walking manifestations of Sarup Shakti. That just by their presence, one becomes very strongly influenced to turning towards Krishna. Just by their presence. But then, you have those bhaktas, those devotees, who, by process of sadhan bhakti, they've achieved bhav. It says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the three types of bhagavats. Muchik Kasoy, Nidut Kasoy, Bhagavad Deha Prapt. So, that person who is on the highest platform, Bhagavad Deha Prapt, one who's very fortunate, they can achieve that type of sadhu sangha. But to take advantage of that type of sadhu sangha, then sukriti is also required. Because by that sukriti, one has that determination that, or that influence, I want to serve the sadhu. But such sadhus are so powerful that even if one doesn't have, they change one. They give the good fortune. One may be full of holes, but they give the good fortune. Then you have Niduk Kasoy. Devotee has practiced sadhan, and they have achieved state of bhav, perfection. But with their physical, with the body that they have, they cannot actually absorb prema. But no more kasoy, no more impediments are in their way. Also, such personalities, extraordinarily powerful. Also, by their contact, they imbue very, very strong faith by which one can engage in bhajana kriya. And then you have those Murchit Kasoy, who've achieved bhav, but there's some impediments. Also extremely powerful, actually. These three types of bhagavats, Mahabhagavats, to come in contact with them, then one's life becomes very, very fortunate. But even if one is not on that platform and one associates with a good Madhyam Bhagavat, very, very fortunate. Haribol, very, very fortunate. This is the whole essence of bhakti. That how we can get the association of Vaishnavas who are realized souls. Because the Madhyam Bhagavat, he or she is also a realized soul. Somebody who is ruchi, asakti, even nishta. They've realized Sarupa Bhakti and they can give bhakti. But mainly, Madhyam, mainly through their Harikatha, their association. But the other three types of Mahabhagavats, by their association, they can make us mad for Krishna. They have that power. They can make us mad. Practically speaking, overnight. But to come to that overnight, there should be some Sukriti behind also. Adosh Radha Tata Sadhu Sangha Bhajana Kriya. Then Bhajana Kriya. That Madhya Kandamini, so much more detail will be there. But Bhajana Kriya means that the devotee really has set their mind that, oh, I want this goal. But it may be Anishita Bhajana Kriya. That means that there may be some difficulty in achieving the goal. But despite the difficulty, the different anarthas which are there, still the devotee is very fixed that I will rise early, I will chant my prescribed number of rounds, I will serve the Vaishnavas, that this is their heart, this is their desire. They become, by the influence of Sadhu Sangha, they become very greedy for this. And then they can go through anartha nivritti. Different anarthas we discuss another time. And then, going through anartha nivritti, one comes to the point of nishta, where one is fixed. Then ruchi, there's taste. Anarthas pretty much have been eradicated. At this point, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given the verse, Nadanamna Janamna Sundarim Kavitam Vajigit Ishakame Mama Janmi Janmisre Bhavatat Bhakti Ahoy Tukitwai. The devotee is entering into Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotion service at this stage, Ruchi. But that devotee still taking shelter of Sadhu Sangha and taking shelter of Sadhana Bhakti, taking shelter of Nam, then progress to Asakti, where now deep attachment is coming for the Lord, for the Lord's pastimes. One is starting to become disassociated. One is disassociated with the material realm and now entering into that spiritual realm. And then Bhav. Shuddha Shata Visheshatmat Prem Suyatsu Samyabhak. That one, ray of the sunshine of Prem coming from the heart of Srimati Radhika, by mercy of Vaishnavas and Guru, now come into the heart of that person whose heart has been purified by Bhakti, and by Bhakti Devi's causeless mercy. She is independent. She's not. It is not by our endeavor that she's coming, but by her mercy, mercy of Vaishnavas. She comes manifesting as a particle of Ladini Shakti and Samvit Shakti, pleasure potency and knowledge potency on that heart that has been saturated with Sandini Shakti, and then one now enters into Bhava Avastha, Bhav stage. In Bhav stage, one continuing, then the different samagri on the basis of Sthayi Bhav, whether the mood is in Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, or Madhurya, then you have what are the samagri? Anubhav. The moods, Anubhav, the mood of ecstasy which is within the heart, which is manifesting externally. You have Asasattvic Bhav, the eightfold symptoms of ecstasy, Vyabhichari or Sanchari Bhavs, transitory waves of ecstasy. They, one after another, they start to manifest, and when they mix in such a way that one cannot differentiate, then one enters into Bhakti Ras. The body cannot now maintain that prem which is about to come on that devotee, and devotee leaves the body and then takes birth with a body that can now accommodate prem. Ladini Sa Prem. So the essence of that Ladini Shakti, which is coming as Adoshradha, is prem. So then this prem it also has different stages. Ladini Sa Prem, Prem Sa Bhav. So this Bhav is not discussing the Bhav before, but this Bhav is speaking of the Bhav before Mahabhav. And the stages are Sneha, Man, Pranoy, Rag, Anurag, Bhav, Mahabhav. So, the first stage, Prem. What is Prem? Prem Tattva. Okay, do one bhajan, Prem.
Does everybody have songbox here?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do a song called Ramani Shiromani. I don't know what page is it. Yeah. Ramani Shiromani.
And above.
Thank you.
Nila Vasani
देखी
Translation.
The beloved daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj is the crest jewel of all beautiful young maidens. She wears blue-collar garments, defeating the beauty of cut gold. Her complexion shines attractively. Her hair is beautifully plaited. She is the life and soul of Hari.
She is adorned with beautiful ornaments. She is expert in amorous affairs with Sri Hari, and her forehead is gracefully decorated with tilak. Her breasts are covered with a bodice and decorated with jewels, and her rose-filled eyes are anointed with black coloring.
Relinquishing everything to become a maidservant at the lotus feet of Sri Radha, worship and serve her with great care.
Beholding the effulgent rays of her beauty, Rati, the wife of Kamadev, Gauri, the consort of Shiva, and Leela, the potency of Narayan, all abandon their pride.
At her lotus feet, the good fortune said to belong to Sakshi, the wife of Indra, Lakshmi, the Sachiban is completely defeated.
Intending to bring Sri Krishna under her control, Chandravali and all of the other gopis accept their defeat before her.
Bhaktivinoda, a resident of Sri Gopi, aspires for the lotus feet of Sri Radha, the most beloved of Sri Hari.
So our goal, Radha Dasya. Goal is so exalted. But regardless of our position, present position, but by mercy of Gurudev, then this aspiration has been placed in the heart. And by discussing these topics, by hearing these topics from realized souls, then this will give us an inspiration to engage in our bhajan to achieve that goal. Why? Because Gurudev has put that within our heart. And because he's put that within our heart, so then we have a natural attraction to that. And that, hearing such topics, then even if we're in a not such a strong position, but because such topics are the most powerful topics, then this is like the most powerful medicine to turn one away from material energy, from Maya, and turn one towards Krishna. Regardless how unqualified we may be, but that aspiration to serve the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, to hear the glories of Srimati Radhika, the most powerful Harikatha. So that sadhak, who by mercy of Srimati Radhika has achieved that stage of bhav, and now entering into praying, Srila Rupa Goswami, he gives definition of prema. Samyan mashrita swanto mamat bhatisayan kitaha bhava sa eva sandratma budai prema ligachite. When bhav bhakti or rati, when it deepens, when it matures by the combination of the ingredients of sthai bhav, vyabhichari bhav, astasadvik bhav, anubhav, then the sadhak's heart becomes completely soft and melted with an overwhelming sense of mamata or possessiveness. This mamata or possessiveness towards Krishna, then thereafter the devotee experiences the supreme exaltation of condensed transcendental bliss. Learned authorities, they call this condition prema. So this prema state, then this is different in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he gives the definition of lust and love. That lust is pleasing one's own senses. Atmandriya, Priti, you know the verse?
No, I just know that too.
And prema is pleasing the senses of Krishna. So the lust of this material world is temporary. That you pleasing the senses, one's senses or another person's senses, but in the course of time, then the relationship can break. But with prema, it's explained here, another verse. Savata dvamsa rahitam yad yapi dvamsa karane yad bhava bandhanam yuno saprema parikirtitaha. That when there's that relationship between the lover and the lover, prema ashram, the repository of love, and the beloved, prema vishoy. Said that when there's this affectionate bondage between prema ashram and prema vishoy, then it can never be destroyed, even when there's a cause for its destruction. But even when there's a cause for its destruction, still that prema, rather than being destroyed, it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Srila Govind Maharaj said that this prema is eternal, it's indestructible, it is immortal. So this is our goal. To achieve this prema, serving under the guidance of Srila Rup Manjari, Lalita Saki, and Srimati Radharani. So this prema, it's explained that it has its different stages. Just as sugar, it goes through stages. First you have the sugarcane seed, said the beach, that is like prema. Then you have the sugarcane stalk, ikshu, that is like sneha. Then you have sugarcane juice, that is man. Then you have gur, molasses, that is pranay. Then you have Kanda, the syrup, that is Rag. Then you have Shakara, almost at the point of being granulated. Then that is Anurag. Then you have Shita, sugar. Then Bhav. And then you have Shitopal, rock candy, Mahabhav. That similarly, that devotee who is serving under guidance of Srimati Radharani then will go through these stages. And these different Srimati Radharani, we're saying Ladini Sa Prem, Prem Sa Bhav. What's it? Ladini Sa Prem, Prem Sa Bhav, Bhavira Mahakasta, Nam Mahabhav, Mahabhav Sarup, Shirada Thakurani, Sava Gunkani, Kanta Siromani. That she's Mahabhav Sarup. But these different stages are also manifested in her dealings. So when praying becomes more condensed, then you have sneha, deep affection. In Ujjwala Nilamani, this stage of sneha, it says Chidipa Deepanam. Chidipa Deepanam. That the heart is like a lamp. And this sneha of Srimati Radharani, it is a light and very, very intense. But along with that intensity of love, it says Hridaya Dravayan. Hridaya Dravayan means that the effect of sneha is that it melts the heart. So just by the touch of Krishna, the sound of Krishna Nam, the any kind of contact, then Srimati Radharani, her heart, which is imbued with this intense sneha, also she melts. So it's explained that there are two types of sneha. Grita sneha and Madhu sneha. Says that when sneha is manifest in the heart, the devotee will be very, very eager to see that very beautiful form of Shama Sundar. The more she sees, the more she wants to see. There's never any state of satiation. This is a symptom of sneha. In regard to Srimati Radharani, never being satiated by seeing the beautiful form of Shama Sundar, Vrinda says to Radha, O Radha, even though the two chakora birds of your eyes continually drink the flood of nectar moonlight from Sham Sundar's face, they somehow or other, they never become satiated. Why? I think it's because that under pretext of shedding many tears, that these two intoxicated chakora eyes are spilling out the nectar that you've drunk. Actually says, vomiting out the nectar that you've drunk. And now taking in more and more. That in this stage of sneha, the gopis, they're stating, Koti netra nahi dila, Shabadila dui, Tahate nimesha Krishna, Deki ba mui. That Srimati Radharani and the gopis, they're saying that Lord Brahma, after a long time, they have again met with Krishna. But they're cursing Lord Brahma. That Lord Brahma, why have you created a body with only 2 eyes? You should have created thousands of eyes. And these eyes, they're so defective that only you've created 2 eyes, and you've created with eyelids so that we're blinking and we cannot see, have darshan of Shamsundar's form in an unsatiated way. So in this maddened state, then having darshan of Shamsundar, Srimati Radharani, she's feeling that she wants more and more and more. That just seeing his form, that she's completely melted, but at the same time, never satiated. Vishaka, she tells Krishna, "O Krishna, O killer of the mighty demon, when the sound of just half of your name, Sham, when it not even entering the ear of Radharani, but when it just approaches her ear, tears stream from her eyes, and it washes all the limbs on her body. Her intelligence becomes bewildered. She becomes completely intoxicated by drinking the honey nectar of your holy name, which is imbued with all amorous pastimes. In that intoxicated state, she stumbles, she yawns, and she becomes stunned. So Chandidas, he's written a very beautiful bhajan where he's describing this state of sneha when the devotee is taken the name of Sham. We have it in songbook actually.
Soy keva shunailo shamanam.
What was the first word?
Soy keva shunailo shamanam. Soy, S-O-I.
¿Qué página?
183 in this book.
That one?
What song?
183 on the
183.
183.
Do me one favor.
Yes.
Let's do the translation before and then sing after.
Oh, my dear Saki, who has made me hear the name Sham. Entering my heart through my ears, this name agitates my soul.
I do not know how much sweetness fills this name of Sham, for my tongue cannot leave it. As I go on repeating this name, I lose control of myself. O Saki, how shall I ever be able to meet him?
If his name has the power to put him in such a condition, what will happen at the touch of his body? Whatever it is, how can the young woman of the place retain their religion principles?
In my heart, I want to forget him. But my memories, they do not leave me. Oh, what shall I do? What will be the remedy? Chandidas says. Sham has destroyed the chastity of all various ladies by pursuing his own youthful desires.
Keva Pashilo
Kanera Vitara Diya Marane Pashilo
Akula Korilo
Akula Korilo Mora Pran
Deva Sunailo Shamana
Deva Shunailo Shamana
Najani Kate Kamadhu Shamana Me Ache
Najani Kateka Madhu Shamana Me Ache Go
Badana Charite Nani Mari
Badana Chadite Nahi Mari
Jabite Jabite Naam Shame Avasa Korilo
Jabite Jabite Nana Avasha Korilo
Jabite Jabite Naam Avasa Korilo
Jabite Jabite Nana Avasha Korilo
Kemone Paigo Soinai
Kemone Paigo Soinai
Deva Sunairo Shamana
Deva Shunailo Shamana
Nama Bharata Pejar Achana Korilo
Nama Bharata Pejara Aishana Kori Logo
Angira Parase Kimo
Angera Parashe Kimahoy
Angira Parase Kimo
Angera Parashe Kimahoy
Chekaneva Salita Chekaneta Kiyago
Sekane Basati Kaar Sekane Kakirago
Saki Chekaneva Salita Sekane Thakiyago
Sekane Basati Kaar Sekane Kakirago Jubati Dharma Jai Chirai Jubati Dharma Jai Chirai
Asharite Chahi Mane Asharana Arasute Chahi Mane Asarana Jaya Ki Koribo Ki Hame Ki Koribo Ki Hame Kahe Bija Chandida Se Kulavati Kulana Se 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 Apana Rajo Apana Rajo Soy Koga Keba Sunailo Sham Nam Srila Govardhan Maharaj. He said this bhajan, that this is a bhajan describing the sentiment of that devotee in Sneha. That the devotee has this intense praying towards Krishna. Oh my dear Saki. He said that some Sakis, they're together. And then you say, Radharani, she's with these Sakis. And they're discussing amongst themselves. And she's tormented. Because saying, when the Sham Nam, it enters into my ears, then it enters into my soul and melts my very being. Na jani kateka madhu Sham Nam achiko. That how much sweetness there is in this Sham Nam, I cannot describe. Said that one is being affected by hearing Sham Nam, and now she's speaking of chanting Sham's name. Say that it is so intoxicating, it is so sweet,
It is so nectarian. I can't give it up. Najani koteka madu shamnam atego vadune chadite nahi pare. I cannot let it go. Japite japite nam avasha korilogo. That chanting nam, sham nam, that I am completely lost control. Then he gave an example that nam paratape ja aichana korilago, that if this nam, it has the power to put me in such a condition, then what happens if I touch the body of Sham? What will happen to me? I'll be completely devastated. How can anybody protect themselves? Whether by his name, hearing his name, chanting his name, what to speak of if one touches his body. So Srila Govind Maharaj said that it is like Tapta Ichu Chavan. Everybody's tasted sugarcane juice, right? Sweet. He said, but if you get hot sugarcane juice, this is from Krishna's character, Tapta Ichu Chavan, and you're drinking and it's burning you. But it's burning you, but you can't give it up because it's so sweet. So Radharani, this is her position in Sneha. That she's being burnt, but it's too sweet. Whether hearing Shamna, speaking, or what to speak, of touching his body, then she'll be completely devastated. So this combination of the intensity of praying and the melting of the heart, this is Sneha. So it says there's two types of Sneha, Grita Sneha and Madhu Sneha. The Grita Sneha, this is like ghee Sneha. That it has the mood of Tadyatva. Tadyatva is that, oh Radhe, oh Krishna, Chandrabhu said, oh Krishna, I am yours. It is a mood of submissiveness. It is a mood of offering oneself to Krishna. And Radharani, her mood is Madhyatva. Oh Krishna, you are mine. This is Madhu Sneha. Ghee Sneha and Honey Sneha. So explain that Ghee Sneha, that it is imbued with awe and veneration. Whereas Madhu Sneha, there's no awe and veneration coming from Srimati Radhika or her Gan, or those who are within her group. And I am yours. That ghee sneha, it does not act independent. Whereas madhu sneha, like ghee, if you just eat ghee by itself, it is not so palatable. But Gurudev, he gives the example that if you take ghee and then you mix it with sugar, then Srila Govind Maharaj, he says you take hot ghee and you have some hot rice and then you mix. He said, very nice. That's his example. But honey, in of itself, it is very, very palatable. So, says by the influence of Madhu Sneha, the devotee experiences newer and newer beautiful forms of Sham. Always fresh, always new and newer. And at this stage, the devotee develops an Adbhuta Bhav, a wonderful mood. And what is that Adbhuta Bhav? Odakshinya Bhav. Odakshinya Bhav means that Srimati Radharani, due to gravity, means that as Sneha increases and increases, then Srimati Radhika, she comes to a point where she keeps her mood hidden. So when Sneha increases to this stage, and there's sulkiness, even to the point where Srimati Radhika, she disrespects Krishna, then that Adbhuta Bhav, that wonderful mood, that Odakshinya Bhav, then it transforms into Man. So then, in this Man, Kandiya kahoye puna dik mora buddhi bimane haralam. So when the acute stage of separation is calmed down, then Srimati Radharani, she's crying, oh, that I was so foolish, that I lost my dearest one because of this mood, because of this man. He came to me, but I've lost him. And then man, it intensifies, and then it manifests as pranay. So Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj gives a very nice pastime. That Srimati Radhika and her Sakis, they've arranged for Abhisa meeting with Shama Sundar. You know, beggar of praying. And she's waiting and intensely desiring this meeting. Just thinking of Sham Sundar, her heart is melting. And Chit deep in him, the intensity of expectation is increasing and increasing and increasing. Just thinking of him, what to speak of speaking his name, what to speak of touching him, she's already melting. But he's not coming. The kunja has been decorated very, very nicely by Sakis or Manjaris. So then she sends Lalita Saki to go and find out what has happened. Lalita Saki, on the way, she comes in contact with Shodhya, a gopi who is in the group of Chandravali. And Shodhya says that, oh, you know, Sham Sundar, he's with my Saki. And then Lalita, she goes back and she reports to Srimati Radhika. Srimati Radharani, she's thrown into this state of man. That there's Hetu Man and near Hetu Man. There's man with a cause and man without a cause. Hetu Man is more difficult to break. She says, he is such a cheater. We've made all decorations. We've been waiting for him. And he's with Chandravali. I don't want to see that Sham. That he's a cheater. I don't want to see anything that reminds me of him. I don't want to see anything black. That, say, oh, right here. Your parrot cage, it's black. Cover it. She says, you cover my eyebrows with chandan. You cover my eyelids. I don't want anything black here. That this black person, he's a cheater. Thinks that all blacks are cheaters. Anyway. So then Sham Sundar, he comes running to the Kunj. And then he meets Lalita. He said, "Oh, Lalite, sorry, I had to kill some demon, so I came. But I'm here now." Lalite said, "Hey! You cheater! You cheater! You come here and you're saying like this? You get out from here." Sham, he says, "Oh Lalite, I know that Shrimati, she's feeling so much separation from me. And in this way, she's feeling so much pain. So you let me go in and let me break this situation." Lalita says, "You get out from here. You think that it is my Saki that will feel pain of separation from you, or you who will feel pain of separation from my Saki? Get out! Get out! Get out!" And she just shoos him away. Sham, his Supreme Personality of Godhead, now he's been just shooed away, and he's heartbroken. Not only has he been disgraced, but more importantly, that his wanting to meet Shrimati now has been completely spoiled, and he just wanders here and there aimlessly, and somehow he ends up on the bank of Yamuna. And he's feeling so much pain, separation, he's just crying and crying. Purnamasi, she comes. Shamsundar, he takes Purnamasi as his guru. All Brijbasis, they accept Purnamasi as a guru. And Purnamasi said, "What happened?" She knows everything that's happened, but she said, "What happened?" And then Sham, crying, he narrates the story. He opens up his heart. He said, "I was unchaste. I actually went to the place of Chandravali and they caught me. Now I don't know what to do." So then Purnamasi said, "Okay, I can help you." And then she called Vrinda Devi. In the meantime, Radharani, she's in her kunj, and her man is heightening and heightening and heightening. But though externally there is this anger, but internally she wants to meet with Sham so badly. And also her Sakis, they're also very, very indignant and angry, but they know also that Srimati Radharani wants to meet with Sham. But they will not arrange meeting until Sham has become completely on his hands and knees, completely broken. And when he's totally broken, then they might say, "Okay, you can come in." So Vrinda Devi said, "You want to meet with Srimati Radharani?" So this is very difficult, that her man is so high. But if you follow what I say, maybe there's a chance. So then she said, "You have to do this." He said, "I'll do anything that you say. You tell me what to say, and I'll do it." Have a look and see if you can find a melody for that. The first one, actually the first and second, but the first one. Said, first thing, you have to give up your very beautiful pitambar, yellow dhoti, beautiful yellow cloth. You have to give it up. And then your complexion, sham complexion, you have to give that up. And then you have to take on golden complexion. And then your threefold bending form, Tribangalit, root, you have to give that up. And then your very beautiful black curly hair, you give that up also. And your peacock feather, you have to give up. And the flute, also, definitely you have to give up. Krishna, I have to give up also my flute. You have to give up. He says, okay, I'll do it if I can meet with Srimati Radhika. Then she gave him one instrument, like a tambourine, not tambourine, kanjana. And she said, look, I teach you one song. You sing this bhajan, and then you go to the kunj of Srimati Radhika. You got it? No? Well, how long you need to get it?
Maybe a couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes. So you go to the kunj of Srimati Radhika. So then, Shyam Sundar, he went to the kunj of Srimati Radhika, and he was singing this song. And then Lalita Saki, she came out, and she's, sorry. He gave up all these things, but then he took on saffron dhoti, golden complexion, shaved head. He took the form of a sannyasi, praying bhikkhari. And praying bhikkhari, beggar of praying. And she gave him song. You sing this song, which is begging for praying. So then he went to the kunja of Srimati Radhika, and he was singing this song. Lalita said, oh, Sannyas Thakur, what a very beautiful song. Where did you learn this song? So, I learned from my guru. Your guru? Yes, my guru. Her name is Gandhavika. She has taught me this song. Oh, Sannyas Thakur, you know how to read face of people? Say, yes. My guru has taught me all these things. I am well trained. Said, can you tell the fate of my Swamini? Said, yes, I can do. You have her come out. So then she goes into the inner kunj, and she tells Srimati Radhika, that there's a very wonderful sannyasi outside. Very wonderful, excellent. And he's singing such a very beautiful song. You got it? Okay, give me.
Hey, can I read you?
No. He's singing a very beautiful song. Shrimati Radhe Bado Abhimani Vamya Bhav Siromani Shamsari Ange Achadam Tava Tapta Kanchana Varaneta Dina Chile Pagalini Roy Kanu Prem Pran Sarpi Savarupe Gune Ogo Gandavike Kanuman Kori Churi Ajiraha Prem Bhiksha Magi Kanu Pere Dware Dware Hoy Ajirada Prem Bhikshu Magi Kanu Prem. So this song, O Shrimati Radhe, you have developed this man, this Abhiman, very sulky mood. You are Vamya Bhav Siromani. You are the crest jewel of this leftist mood. Your whole body is covered with a blue sari, and your bodily hue is that of molten gold, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi. Until now, you were mad after Kanu Prem, Krishna's love. O Gandhavike, O Radharani, in every respect, you've stolen the heart and you've stolen the mind of Kanu. But today, Kanu has become a beggar, moving from door to door, begging Radha Prem, Radha Prem, Radha Prem. When he sang this, and then it entered into the heart of Srimati Radhika, then Srimati Radhika, tormented, she called it Aslishyava Padarapat Vinastamam Adarshan Mama Hatokarotuva. You know this verse? That, Mat prananata tasa eva napara. That he may do, hearing this song about her Kanu, who's going door to door, begging for praying, begging for love. Then she said that, oh, that he may come before me, or he may make me broken-hearted by not being before me. But he may do whatever he wants, but unconditionally, he will always remain the Lord of my heart. And in this way, just by this sound vibration, then with the help of Vrindadevi, start to break the man of Radha. So then Radha was brought out, a seat was given for the Sannyas Thakur, and then a seat was given for Srimati Radharani right in front. And then Lalita, she took the left hand of Sannyas Thakur and said, can you read her palm? Sannyasi said, you want me to touch her? Say, I cannot touch a lady. I cannot do that. Say, well, how will you read her palm? Said that I read the palm by looking at the forehead, the lines on the forehead, and then in this way I can tell. She said, no, Aswamini, she never looks in the form of any Purush. She never lets any man see her. Because she is Krishna Mayi. That her vision is only for Shyam Sundar. He said, what do you think? You think I'm some ordinary person? I have been trained by my Guru that I am totally renounced, that I will not be deviated by seeing the face of your Saki. That if you want, otherwise, then I can go. If you don't agree. But I will not touch her hand. So then they raised the veil from her face, and then just the glance of Srimati Radhika entering into the heart of Shyam Sundar. Then Shyam Sundar, this Sannyas Thakur, he became completely stunned. You know in, where is it? Paitagam.
Yes.
In Paitagam, Krishna, he's taken the form of Lord Narayan. And so many gopis, they come. And still, he's holding that form and saying, yes, he's gone that way. But when Srimati Radhika came, just seeing Srimati Radhika, he became overwhelmed by her praying. And he manifested again. He could not contain his Shyam form. In the same way, he could not contain his Shyam form. And then his Shyam form manifested before Srimati Radhika. And then Srimati Radhika, her man was completely broken. After Sneha, then Man. When Man reaches its highest point, then there's Pranay, meeting. And nature of Pranay, the meeting, is that the lover and the beloved, they see no difference between their limbs, their minds, their heart of each other. There's no trace of any type of shyness. But there's Pranay means Aikatva, total oneness between lover and beloved. So then the Sakis, they arranged a swing for Radha and Krishna, and then they sang Aarti song. Jai Jai Radha Krishna Yuga Lami Lan Bolo.
Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Yuga Mila.
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 Arati Kore Lalita Sati Ga.
Arati Kore Lalita Sati Ga.
Arati Kore Lalita Sati Ga.
Arati Kore Tribhaga Sundar
Pitambara Siki Puja Manohar
Pitambara Shiki Puja Chudra Manohar
Lalita Vishakaya Dikya Maradulaya Lalita Vishakaya Dikya
Lalita Madhava me Krishna Vanukanya
Nilavasana Gori Rupe Gune Dhamya
Nilavasana Gauri Rupe Gune Dhanya
Naviraya Laka Kore Jalama
Nilamalaka Kore Janama
Harimana Vimohana Bhajana
Vishakari Shadika Nanarega
Saki Jata Samara Dula
Nirvana Saki Jata Chara Deva
Samara Dula
Samara Julai
Krishna Ravi Kore Samara Dula
Radha Krishna Ade Kore Samara Julai
Radhe Shri Radhe Bole Samara Dula
Radhe Shri Radhe Kore Samara Julai
Lalita Vishakaya Di Samara Dula
Lalita Vishaka Samara Julai
So in Prannoy stage, Srimati Radharani is now her whole contemplation without anything coming in is totally on Shyam Sundar. And Shyam Sundar also is totally absorbed in every way, manner and form on Krishna, on Srimati Radharani. So this intense contemplation, it brings a oneness between them. And Srila Gokul Maharaj, he says that you can see the external manifestation in their clothes. He says, Radharani's garment is Nil Vashana. She has bluish garments. Her eyes also blue. Says, and Krishna, he's Ujwalam Nilamani. He's that most effulgent jewel. His complexion is bluish, dark bluish, and also Srimati Radharani, she's wearing those clothes which are a man, and as he is that dark complexion, Srimati Radharani is completely absorbed and contemplating him, and that inner manifestation of her heart is manifesting externally as a cloth. And Radharani Stapta Kanchana Gaurangi, she is transcendental, golden complexion. And Krishna, he is totally absorbed, contemplating and absorbed in Srimati Radhika. And because of his absorption, that golden form that he's absorbed in manifests in his yellow dhoti, pitambara, etc. He said, this indicates what is there in the heart. This is pranay. And when pranay becomes more condensed, then it becomes rag. At rag, there's very intense, severe suffering. There's unhappiness. But even though there's intense pangs of suffering, but still, Srimati Radharani is only feeling ecstasy. Said, there's acute pangs of separation and it produces acute heat. This heat is intensely burning. Visha Dwala is like the burning of dreadful poison. Same example is given. Tapta Ikshu Chavan, just like chewing very hot sugarcane juice. Even though it's burning the lips, mouth, still you can't give it up because it is so sweet. Similar in this stage of Rag, very painful situations are feeling like ecstasy. Example is given in Ujjwala Nilamani that Srimati Radharani, she has arranged Abhisar with Krishna, and in the midday she's walking in Govardhan Hill. And Govardhan, the stones, they're very, it's hot, very hot, that if you put water, it will just evaporate. And Srimati Radharani, Pada Palavam, her feet are very soft, like petals. But with these very soft feet, she's walking on these burning hot rocks. But though it is such a painful situation, she's only feeling more and more ecstasy, thinking of her upcoming rendezvous, Abhisar with Shyam Sundar. And in this way she's going. So this is Rag. So it says, when Rag becomes more condensed, then Anurag. In this stage, Krishna's form, Anurag, it becomes newer and newer and newer. You have one bhajan?
Yeah, namaste Pavata.
Ah, okay. Now, Kotago Premamaya.
Kotago Premamaya.
We finished 15 minutes.
Kotago Premamaya. First word is Kotai, K-O-T-H.
So, this stage of Rag, Srila Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj, he was doing his bhajan. He was in Vrindavan, sometimes in Suryakund, sometimes in Radhakund. And from eating the clay from the bank of Yamuna, also Ganga, then Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj, he became blind. But even though he underwent so much austerity, very heavy austerity, that he would fast on Ekadashi, and his Ekadashi fast would go for 2-3 days. He was unaware if it was day or night. That he would live in the toilet. But despite all these uncomfortable situations, showing this mood of this stage of Rag, Srila Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj was only experiencing more and more ecstasy, meditating on his Swamini, Srimati Radhika.
Kotai go prema moi, Radhe Radhe.
Kotai go prema mai, Radhe Radhe.
Kotai go prema moi, Radhe Radhe.
Kotai go prema mai, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe go jai, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Gojan, Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Gojan, Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Gojan, Radhe Radhe,
Gotai Go Prema Mohi, Radhe Radhe,
Gotai Go Prema Mai, Radhe Radhe,
देखो दिया प्राण रखो, राधे राधे,
Digadiye Prana Rakho, Radhe Radhe,
Tomar Kangal Tomar Jake, Radhe Radhe,
Tomar Ganga Tomar Rakhe, Radhe Radhe,
Vrindavana Vilasini, Radhe Radhe,
Vrindavana Vilasini, Radhe Radhe,
Kanumana Mohini, Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Kanamana Mohini, Radhe Radhe,
Sakhi Shiromani, Radhe Radhe,
Radhe Ashram Shiromani, Radhe Radhe, Radhe
Srila Gaur-Kishodas Bv Maharaj. 25 years he spent in Vrindavan, crying, Radhe, Radhe. And then he left Vrindavan, and then he went to Sri Navridhan. And there, also crying. That he's showing us that if we want to enter into the stages of Bhav, first there'll be Bhav, then the next life will be Prem, Sneha, Man, Pranay, Rag. Then we also have to follow his path. What the Gurus say, go to the University of Gaur-Kishodas Bv Maharaj. We have to go at some point. We cannot stay in kindergarten all the time. Huh? Yeah, we have to graduate. Well, I'm in kindergarten, not you.
I'm in preschool.
What do you say?
He's a peace score.
He's a peace corps. That we should also prepare ourselves for that. Take some time and just cry for the divine couple, Shri Radha and Krishna. at it not crying, put ourselves in point of doing bhajan where it becomes so difficult, we cry out of pain. But somehow other cry, because that crying, that will bring the mercy of Srimati Radharani. Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yoga Dana, Bhakti Yoga Krishna Smaranam Krandanam. Remembering Krishna and Krandanam, crying. This is our process. Somehow other, we have to come to this process of crying. And as his deep attachment, though in so much austere situation, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji was swimming in the ocean of rag. And that rag, it deepens, then there's anurag. Anurag means that there is newer and newer experience. That Hridaya Prem Dapana, that one is experiencing the beauty of, for one who is in that mood of Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Manjari Bhav, and her focus is on Srimati Radharani, or Radharani, divine couple, but emphasis on Srimati Radharani. Then that beauty of Srimati Radharani and the divine couple, Navamanam, it becomes newer and newer and newer and newer and newer. That the beauty of Krishna is increasing and increasing and increasing. Why? Why is this beauty increasing? Why do you think? Lalita Saki. Huh? Or even Radha and Krishna, their beauty is increasing. Say the darshan is Radha and Krishna. Why is their beauty increasing at every moment? Oh, I forgot to talk about. Why is their beauty increasing? Hridaya Prem Dapana. It is because of Hridaya, heart, Prem, mirror, the heart of the devotee. According to the vision of the devotee, then they're seeing Krishna in newer and newer beauty. So the beauty of Krishna is dependent on the praying of the devotee.
Is this like when you have two mirrors facing each other and then it multiplies the image and makes it infinitely?
Two mirrors, I never thought about it that way. But we'll discuss it more tomorrow. But as the praying of the bhakta is increasing, then that bhakta manifests so much anand, so much beauty and bliss. Krishna, seeing that, he reciprocates by also becoming Yovanam, more and more beautiful. And as he becomes more beautiful, his sweetness increases. Then the devotee also, their prem increases. And as their prem increases, then it increases the sweetness of Krishna, the beauty of Krishna. This is anurag. That the vision of Krishna is increasing. Sweetness of their vision is increasing more and more. And also, that they become so intoxicated that they even see Krishna, have his darshan, but as their prem increases and they get the darshan again, they say, who is that? There's Ujjwala Nilamani, Radharani saying to Lalita Saki that, oh, what she said, that this person who is this person?
I've never seen him before.
I've never seen. Say, oh, Radhe, this is Shyam Sundar. Or one time with Vishaka Saki, Srimati Radharani said, oh Vishaka, I am Kalankini. You know what's Kalankini?
Unchaste.
I'm unchaste. Vishaka said, why are you Kalankini? Said, because my heart, it's only for Shyam Sundar. But I heard a flute, and it so attracted me, and my heart went to the flute. And then I heard somebody calling out some naam, and these names, they melted my heart, and I became captured. And then who's the artist? Sudevi? Chitra Saki. She had a very beautiful painting of one young boy. And when I saw this painting, I became completely attracted. So even though my heart and soul is only for Shyam Sundar, now my mind has gone towards 3 other places, and I cannot remove my heart. I'm captured. So I'm Kalakini. Vishaka said, "Oh Radhe, that picture of Chitrasaki was Shyam. And that sound you heard from Venu Nad, that was Shyam Sundar playing his flute. And the names, you're hearing Shyam now." But because she's experiencing newer and newer sweetness, that what she experiences, then she goes on and experiences more, and she forgets that. This is Anurag. So, even if one is very, very exalted coming from this level, they cannot even experience that in this life, because it is beyond praying. And first we have to reach Bhav. So Sri Brahma Samhita says, Ananda Chinmoy Rasa Pratibhavi Tabir Tabir Eva Nijarupa Tayakalabhir Guloka Eva Nivasati Akilatma Bhuto Govinda Madhipurusham Tamaham Vajami. That when there's meeting, Ananda means Ladini Shakti, and personification of Ladini Shakti is Srimati Radharani. Ananda Chin means Chit Shakti, Samvit Shakti, and the predominant deity of Chit Shakti is Krishna. Ananda Moy, what's it? Ananda Chinmoy Rasa. When there's meeting of Ananda and Chin, Moy, in complete union, there's Rasa. Pratibhavitabir. Srila Jiva Goswami says that this Pratibhavitabir, it means then things go counter-clockwise. They go in opposite direction. Why? Because Krishna, he's the Raso Vaisaha. He's the ocean of Ras. He's Rasik Shekhar. He's a connoisseur of Ras. But now, when there's meeting with him and Srimati Radharani, then Srimati Radharani, her prem, the Radhaya Pranaya Mahima, the glories of her prem is such that Krishna, he becomes completely defeated. Radhika Prem Guru, Ami Sisyanat. Ama Sada Nana Nitre, Natoy Udbat. That Krishna, he becomes the disciple, and Radharani becomes the guru. Just like if you have water in the ocean, and it's evaporated by the sun, and it forms clouds. So which one is sweeter? The ocean water, or the water which is raining down from the clouds? Which one is sweeter, Didi? Huh? Yeah. The water coming down. So Krishna is the ocean of Ras. And Srimati Radharani is Ananda, the pleasure potency, which is manifested from this body of love. But now, Pratibhavitabir, but when it comes to Ras, Radhika Prem Guru, Ami Sisyana. That expansion of Krishna, that manifestation, Ladini Shakti, she is in control. And Krishna now, he becomes subservient. Just like if somebody is very, very philanthropic, and they build a Bill Gates, I was thinking. They build a hospital. I was thinking Bill Gates, but then my mind said Modi. Because Modi, that's what they do. They do hospitals, dharmshalas, etc. Right? Because they know that by doing all this philanthropic work, then wealth will always be in their family. So somebody builds a hospital, but then the person gets cancer. So now, though he's the creator of that hospital, he has to go and take shelter of that hospital. So Krishna, he's the source of all, including Srimati Radharani, Ananda Chinmoy. But when there's meeting, Pratibhavitabir, now things have become reversed, and now Krishna, he has to take shelter of Srimati Radharani. That in Ras dance, that the prema of Srimati Radhika is so intense that Krishna, he becomes so bewildered that he just holds on to her neck, because otherwise you'll faint. Tabirna eva nija rupataya kalabhi. And to increase the pleasure that Krishna will derive, then that Srimati Radhika, who is his shelter, who is his source of happiness, who is really his source of existence, she increases his pleasure by manifesting so many different forms. Lalita, Vishaka, Tungavidya, Sudevi, Rangadevi, etc. 360 in multitude, but broken up into 360 categories of gopis who are manifestations of the different moods and forms of Srimati Radhika. Ananda Chinmoy Rasa Pratipatabis Tabir Eva Nijarupata Kalabi Goloka Eva Akilakma Bhutro. So in this way, Srimati Radhika, she is providing all sustenance, all happiness, and fulfilling all of Shyam Sundar's desire. So we take shelter of Srimati Radhika. We try to take shelter of Srimati Radhika by remembering her, by remembering her qualities, her pastimes, and begging that, oh, Srimati Radhika, your Palyadasi, your very intimate maidservant, has given mercy to me. So I'm begging, please, you accept me as your follower to one day achieve this goal of Radhadasya. Srimati Radharani ki jai. What's the last bhajan?
Janama Safalata. Janama Safalata. Krishna Dara.
You have to go? Take rest. Hey, I should be on that program.
Krishna Darshana
Bhagiya hoya che kaba
Bhagiya hoya che kaba
Vikashiya hinayan Kori Krishna
Vikashiya hinayan Kori Krishna darashan
Chare jiva chite ravika
Chare jiva chite ravika Vanga
Marupa Vamshidhari Aparupa
Rasamay Nidhi Guna Shali
Rasamay Nidhi Guna Shali
Anabadala Jara Shire Shiki Pichavar
Namabadala Shire Shiki Pichavar
Anabadala Shiki Pichavar
Jara Shire Shiki Pichavar
Alakatilaka Shobha
Alakatilaka Shobha Pai
Varidhane Pitavash Bhajane Madhura
Harijane Pitavash Bhajane Madhura
Rupa Jagata Mata
Hero Rupa Jagata Mata
Indra Nilajini Vishnu Rupa Kani Hiriya Kandamba Mule
Indrani Rajini Krishna Rupa Kani Heriya Kadamba Mule
Manayo Chatan Nachale Chara
Manayo Chatan Nachale Chara
Samsara Gela Mabhule Samsara Gela Mabhule
Manayo Chatan Nachale Chara Samsara ke Lama Bhule Samsara ke Lama Bhule
Saki Sudamoy Serupa Madhuri
Sudamoy Serupa Madhuri
Dekile Naya Hoya Acheta Dekile Naya
Hoya Cheta
Hare Prema Moy Bhari Hare Prema Moya Bhari
Dekile Nayan Hoya Cheta Jai Premaya Bhai Jai Premaya Bhai
Vachuda Shire Ki Bhavam Sitare
Vachuda Shire Ki
Bhavam Sitare Vachuda Shire Ki Bhavam Sitare
Vachuda Shire Ki Bhavam Sitare
Jase Trivangatama
Vivase Trivangatama
Vivase Trivangatama
Vivase Trivangatama
Vachuda Shire Ki Bhavam Sitare
Vachuda Shire Ki Bhavam Sitare
Vivase Trivangatama
Vivase Trivangatama
Charana Kamale Ami Ayo Chale
Charana Kamale Ami Ayo Chale
Tahate Nupuraga
Tahate Nupuraga
Asadaya Shakuri Bhangaru Padhori Charana Kamale Stana
Sarasha Kori Brigarupa Dori Charana Kamalesan
Anayase Pai Krishna Gunagai
Anayase Pai Krishna Gunagai
Anayase Pai Krishna Gunagai
Anayase Pai
To be continued tomorrow night.
So tomorrow,
That's